It's tax time. What happens if you don't have your group certificates? I'm Sam Keats from Keats Accounting, and this week's topic is about how we can help you with your tax returns even if you don't have all of your paperwork together. Legally, it's a requirement that your employer provides you with your payment summary by the 14th of July. That doesn't always happen. There are times where you may move, changed email address, or sometimes your employers just don't do the right thing no matter how much you try. So what can we do to help you? Really, you do need the paperwork, but there are some ways around it. As an example, it may be, as I said, your employer has sent it to an old email address, so it's there but you just don't have access to it. Your employers have to give them to you by the 14th of July, but they also have to send a copy to the tax office, and that needs to happen by the 15th of August. So sometimes what we can do is we can access your report from the ATO, and we may find that that information is already appearing on there. If the tax office has that information, we can get a copy of it from them. So that's the easy option. So what happens if your employer just hasn't done the right thing? They haven't prepared the paperwork, they haven't given it to you, they haven't sent it to the tax office. The first port of call there would be that we go back to pay slips. So we would go back and reconstruct the group certificate from the pay slips. The tax office will accept that as long as we can show them how we've calculated the figures. But what happens if you also don't have pay slips? That's where it gets a little tricky, particularly if you have been perhaps not working the same hours every pay period, so the amounts you're getting and the tax that have been withheld are going to be different. In that instance, it's a matter of us going back and reconstructing the records as best we can, so through bank statements, for example. So there's usually some sort of a solution. So don't hesitate. If you're in that situation, just give us a call and we'll see which of those options is going to work best for you. See you next week.